My name is Barth Campbell. I'm the fellow that had this truck built with Carco. Had this truck custom built in 2007. They spec'd it out. It took about 6 months for us to go back and forth with their engineers to figure out to build it just like I wanted it. I'm the only one that's ever used a truck. It's always been stored in our shop indoors. I had it built with a four-wheel drive suspension, 18,000 pound front end, 22,000 pound rear axle, full lock and axle. We did a lot of watershed restoration work for government agencies, is why we had it set up like this. We also needed all the products in it. Needed the crane, 10,000 pound crane with 32-foot reach, welder, oil vacuum system with 50-gallon capacity. It's pretty set up for a good shop truck. Environmental impact. It helps with environmental work when you're out in the field, you have a spill or you need to service your equipment. It really worked well for me. I had to put a two-speed transfer case in, so you can just put it down in low range, have it in first, second, or third gear, and just idle over rough terrain, steep terrain. The four-wheel drive works fantastic. Out of the 10 years that we use the truck, or 9 years we use the truck, we use the four-wheel drive maybe 20, 30 times. And each time it really saved us a ton of money getting in and out of steep areas where we had to. The reason I'm getting rid of the truck is I turned 60 years old this 2 weeks ago, and I was doing all my own mechanicking and keeping up with my equipment. I'm a small company, and I'm giving that hobby up. So I'm not going to be doing any more wrenching anymore. I'm going to hire it all out. I'm very attached to this truck. It was really hard to get rid of this truck, but it had been sitting, not being used very much at all for several years. And I just honestly got tired of working on every Saturday and Sunday when I needed to wrench on stuff. And that's the only reason I'm getting rid of it.
Hey Bart, you're the only one that ever worked out of it?
I am, yeah. I'm the only one that ever used a truck. If it needed it or not, even, I had this truck, one of my guys detailed it, put a coat of wax on it 4 times a year. That's the way I am with all my stuff. If someone came to look at my other stuff, you'd see how clean I keep it all. It got polished 4 times a year, whether it left the shop or not.
How about your servicing?
Oh, well, servicing, yeah, people laugh at me about my servicing. So this truck here has 31,000 miles and change on it. So this truck got serviced every 3,000 miles or every 150 hours, whichever came first. Matter of fact, before I traded it in here with Mike, I just serviced it again. It only had about 2,500 miles on it, but I felt it was due because it had been sitting for about 6 months without being used a lot. So it's immaculate condition. It's new condition. It's going on 10 years old, but it's probably better than most trucks that are 2 years old. That's the way it's been kept up.